Welcome to another episode of City Skylines Unmodded with me, Efflux. Today we are going to look at airports. Yes, that's all we're going to do. We're not going to play games at all. No, we will. I'm just kidding. So I'm not completely happy if you saw the previous episode regarding the passenger airport location. And I wanted to give you a bit of context about what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about passenger airports and why why I'm creating my city so crammed and why I want the airport kind of in the middle of the city as well. So on the right hand side what you see is the Lisbon airport. So I was born and raised in Lisbon, and the Lisbon airport is right in the middle of the city. It's right there. So this is, capital of Portugal, and right in the middle of the city you have a freaking airport, which is very convenient, by the way. When I was living in Lisbon, I was living around here, and it took me 15 minutes by car to get to the airport. And I have a lot of other options, transport, if I needed to. So it's so convenient to have an airport inside the city. I wouldn't like to live nearby the airport, although if you see this, the landing track, or the airport track, or whatever this is, it aligns with this area. So what happens a lot is the airplanes would go above where I lived to align themselves with the landing track. I don't know exactly the technical name, but they would align themselves with this so they can land. So although I was living, still near to the airport, but not as near these houses, I would still hear a lot of the airplanes because they would kind of prepare for landing from this position so they could land here on the track. Yeah, but living so many years, you stop really hearing. Your brain just cuts that stuff out. But anyway, so this is what I think about when I think about airports. And as an example, I'm showing on the left hand side the Heathrow airport. And the Heathrow airport, as you can see, still has some nice densely populated area, but it's mostly like green and lakes and stuff, so it's not as dense as this. And because the map I'm playing unmodded and I only have 9 tiles to play with, this fits the theme. This type of airport, not so much this type, although I will create a bit of a gap. So it's going to be kind of in the middle of this. It won't be as dispersed as this, but it also won't be as dense as this, although it will lean more towards this aspect. Does it make sense? I really hope it made sense. And that's basically the logic. So I was playing around with things, and before I show you what I was playing around with, what I'm thinking is I will remove this airport from here, because this is a passenger airport and this is a cargo area, and all of this area here I want it to be industry focused. So I didn't like it after seeing your comments, or the comments of some of my viewers. It's just I agree, it's not the best place to put it here. It's not so much about the density or being close to the residential areas, although this is not a residential, it's an office and commercial, so it's not next to any residential areas, but I don't think it fits the theme. This should be cargo stuff, not passenger stuff. Although look at this. Look how many people are here just for this. This is let's say the smaller version of the airport, and what I've been thinking is to put the airports here. Do you see on the horizon there's already something there? Let's take a look. So this is a draft, okay? This is my experiment. So I was starting to figure out what am I going to do, how many airports am I going to put here, where and how will I connect things to other things and stuff. And I started doing this. So this is version 3 of the airports because I wanted to put 2 airports, so that was the basis, and I wanted them to kind of align with each other, and I wasn't sure exactly how to do it. I spent a lot of time messing around with this part, and then I decided that I wanted to be on this corner because it's kind of far from the main areas of the city and close to this industrial area, and I want to have a terminal multi-track train platform terminating here because I want this airport to be extremely alive, extremely busy. If this smaller one already generates so many passengers, imagine this one and this and this. So I want this area to be like so alive that it's going to be so awesome to see. So that's what I'm aiming at, and in a way this is kind of separated from everything, although I will build very close to this. So I will build a lot of stuff here, and that's kind of it. So it's kind of, the end result might be more similar to what we saw regarding the Heathrow airport, but I will still populate it quite significantly around here. Because yeah, I only have 9 tiles to work with. And that's it. So regarding the train tracks, as you can see, I kind of just moved things across very badly just to get space to fit this. And I want to connect multiple lines to multiple areas. So starting with these 2 ones, it kind of looks like a roller coaster ride a bit. I'm trying to make this as the slope as smooth as possible. Not sure how this is going to look like when it's all done, but the idea is one line, or I should say 2 lines, will connect to these 2 lines here. So I still need to. I'm going to rework this whole area, by the way, because I don't like the way it looks, even if I didn't have to use this terrain to pass these train tracks, but also because I really don't like it. The flow of this is not exactly how I want. It's not too bad for my taste, it is, but yeah, this is kind of outside of everything. Yeah, I need to rework this area, so I will do that. And going back to the topic of the train track, so what I want is these 2 to connect here, and if you notice, if you notice, this one will then connect to the other side of the city and connect to this multi-track train station, which is cool. So if you arrive on the airplane, you can go to the center of the main city, or the old part of the city, let's say, and you can also go to the boats if you want to use the boats for whatever, and vice versa. And then if you want to go to the new part of the city, you use this train track. And then you see this train station here. It's like, I don't need it. I don't need to connect it here, but I think it look cool. The more lines I terminate here, the cooler it will look. And you know me, I love trains, so I don't need a lot of excuses to just build more train tracks. And that's another reason why I want to rework this area, because I want to connect this train station or train line to here. So what this means is that if you want to go to this side of the city, you have one line. If you just want to go to this part, you have another line. And if you want to actually go to the center, you have another line. Although this line will connect here, but you know, it's a direct, to be a faster connection. Although my motive is not that, because I would just need 2 for that, but I think it will look good if all of these are utilized. So that's that. And then for this side of the road, I want to have another 2. So I want to have one that will connect all the way to this side of the city, and I want to have another one that will connect to this one, which is here. You see this train track that doesn't end or lead to anywhere at all. So this is a placeholder, so I can connect here. So overall we'll have 2 lines going here, one there, another there, 3 lines going here, one to the other side, one to the harbor, not to the middle, and then that will just leave one empty line, which I just won't use, but at least 5 of the 6 will be utilized. And I think that's going to be very important, although not necessarily needed, but it will be relevant to give some life, or more life, to this area, mostly because I want to see this so busy. I want to have a lot of people going in and out and all around, use everything basically. That's what I want to see. And I will zone kind of from here, because I want to make it as densely populated as possible, all these 9 tiles. And I think that's it for an explanation. I think I didn't miss anything at all. Oh, I also put a bus depot here. I'm not going to use all these tracks because buses, if I put all of this on buses, traffic is going to be completely chaotic, which will be regardless, I think, but this is going just to be bad. And but I do want to use, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, probably 6 lines. It's still a lot, but it's not all of them. So they can connect to different areas of this region here. I won't make any buses connect to this side. I don't want that. If they want to go to the main city, they'll either use the metro or they'll use the train. And that's it. So I still didn't delete this one because I wasn't sure what I'm going to do. But now, after playing around with the position of the airports and the connections and whatnot, that's what I'm going to do. So just to summarize all of this, I'm going to rework this area so I can more easily connect the tracks, and also because I'm not completely happy with the way this looks and functions. And then I will connect the train tracks, and I'll be right back. Okay, that was a lot of work, and it's still not done. I still need to rebuild this area here. Let me show you real quick what I've done. So 2 lines to connect here, as I mentioned previously, and this is not too bad. It's a bit roller coastery, kinda. Whee! Going on this train line must be a lot of fun. Same here. This is really steep, but not too much, I don't think. And then I figured out this way to connect this train line here, and this one will later connect to this side. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, and I connected this just so that it's not an empty thing here. I think it looks nice. Just aesthetical reasons. And yeah, it's not too bad. Oh, something I want to do here. Something that I want to do here is to make a road past all of this, can it? Actually, can you? No. Oh, it would be so nice if I could just put right kind of here in the middle. No, maybe without the snapping. Like this. Come on, let me put somewhere here. No, 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 no snapping. Come on, don't snap. Is there any little bit of space I can put here? No. unless I actually do this. Ah, so I wanted to do that for aesthetical reasons, but I guess not really. Okay, let's put all the guidelines back. So I can do something like this. Beautiful. Ooh, this looks so cool. Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do, so that then this part can connect to this side. Like this. Yeah, so that cars can circle around and stuff. So I want it like this now, because just looking at this road here, could be a road leading to nowhere, but it would be better if it connected to somewhere like this. Okay. Not completely convinced, but I'll leave it for now. This is not completely aligned here, so I'm going to align it a bit. Yeah, this looks good. Yep. And there is a subway connection as well. Subway. Oh, this also has. Okay. I forgot that this multi-track things also had a subway connection. Okay. So this is going to be its own line, I guess, to connect to this side. But this one, the airport one, it could connect. It could connect to here. Yeah, I think it could, and I think it should. Let's see. Oops, I was in the right place. So if I do something like this, and then where is it? Okay, I will just stretch it closer to where it should be, so I can more easily visualize it. Can it just cross it? No, it has to go down. What? Okay, it has to go really down. Oh, slope too steep. Oh, please tell me you can. Okay. Then I can just connect all the way here, and then here. Okay, it's a bit wonky, but it's underground, so I'm not too bothered. Yeah, and this one will then stretch somewhere around here. And yeah, I think that's it in terms of subway. Yeah, this line starts where? This line starts here, so it's not a lot of stops. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I should probably put a stop. Yeah, I need to reorganize this area a bit. And I was thinking there is still a lot to do in this city, and there is. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be a massive transport hub, and I really hope this works out. I think it's going to look so cool to see all the trains and people and transports all going around this part. It's going to be really, really cool. So now let's organize this area over here. So I want to make this kind of flow where on this side oil is produced, and on the middle things are processed, and kind of middle lower part where things can just be produced and processed, and they just go to whichever areas of the city they need to go. So traffic would flow kind of like this, instead of going kind of everywhere. Because here I have the warehouses, and here I have buildings, and here also things produce stuff. So I didn't like that layout, if it makes sense. So let's put some more roads. And as always, in the industry areas, I'd like to put one-way roads. So now the buildings that produce stuff, I want them to come here to this side. So I don't know exactly where I'm going to fit all of this. I'll try to put them close together because I think it looks cool. Yep, and this one as well. This might be a bit too crowded, we'll see. But I want this to be next to the warehouses, and there's a lot of roads they can take, and they are next to the train station, so they can just go. Actually, if you want to go to the train station, they will have to get to this road. Yeah, okay, they'll go to this road, so they'll come out here and go down there. Okay, not too bad. Which other building to produce stuff? Here it is. Do you fit here? Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Okay, I think this. So we have a pumping area here. We have the buildings that produce stuff around here. I'll probably need to put some more buildings here. Naphtha cracker plant. Do I have one of those? I don't think I have. Unless I deleted it by mistake. No, I don't have one of those. Didn't I? Don't tell me I forgot to put some buildings. Oh wow, this is not small. Okay. What other building here? Waste oil refining plant. I also don't remember this one. Yeah, these are different, right? Sludge pyrolysis plant, waste oil refining. Did I forget to put buildings, or did they add more buildings? Petrochemical plant. This is quite big, isn't it? Yes, it is. But that I already have one. What is this? No, that's the one I just put. This is a petrochem. Okay. So I have two of these. Okay. Yeah, so here we produce a bunch of stuff. And now I just need to fill in some of these gaps. I guess I'll put more. I'll create more, I should say. What do we have here? Okay, this is... it's a bit small. I have something big. Okay, I think this will do. And then I put some parking lots around here. Oh, it's 3 by 3. Do I have? I think I do. This one? Yes. Perfect. And now I have a 2 by 2 that I can just put in here. And this can be a path. Oh, let me snap. I don't know why this doesn't let me snap without me unticking the road guidelines, but here it is. Oh, I think it's much better than how it was before, which is to be expected just because it's difficult to understand exactly how things will look until you develop everything to 5 stars. You can actually put all the buildings, which I couldn't obviously until I unlocked everything. So yeah, this is looking good. And now I'm just going to relocate all of this around here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to unpause this and let's see what things I messed up. I'm just check the power grid quick. Okay, this is still connected. Barely, but it still is. Okay, so I have a lot of free space here now. And yeah, this is... yeah, we'll see the flow of traffic and everything. Probably will need... I need to readjust, I should say, a bunch of stuff, but... Hey, you, are you going to do things and get back to its place or what? Oh, what have I done here? Is it a bus, is it? I think it is a bus. And I just need to figure out which line it is, so it should have only one stop, I guess. Of all these lines here, it should be the line that only has one stop. Oh no! I should have deleted the buses before I did this, because now I can select it and delete it. And now how do I know which one is which? Yeah, oh, I should just say one stop, but yeah. What if I build a road here? Kinda like this. Maybe now I can delete it. Yeah, they're clearly waiting for something that will never arrive. Oh, they're floating, are they? Oh, it's this. Oops. It's not the bus. It's a monorail. It's the monorail. Come on. Here. Okay. And how are we with the train stop? Did it already fix itself? I think it did. Okay. Good, so I can delete this road. I can delete these fences as well. I don't have to be here. And I guess I might then use this space for something else. I might put the buildings a bit more further apart. I kind of cram them all together, especially the pumps. I put all the pumps next to each other here. From an aesthetical perspective, I think it looks better, and I think it's slightly more functional, because here are the warehouses, here are the buildings that produce stuff, and around are the buildings that dig the oil, which then gets distributed here and then there. But as you can see, it's too much crowded, so yeah, I will probably need to reorganize this area. Yeah, I think I will need to reorganize this, especially this road here. Where do they come? Oh yeah, they come from here, and then yeah, this becomes a bottleneck. How much of a bottleneck is it? Let's take a look underground. Okay, it's not too much. I thought it was backing up more like this, but this is normal because of the throughput of the cargo train. Okay, it's not too bad actually. I can live with that. Let's take a look at the traffic percentages. Yeah, still above 80. Although I reckon I might need to tweak this. It's too many important buildings on this road. Maybe I should put some buildings there. Yeah, maybe I should put something here so the traffic spreads a bit. Yeah, and then what did I put here in the middle? I actually don't know, but maybe I fill this with parking lots. Because if I put more industry buildings here, it's going to be a big mess of cars, worse than this. Although it's still flowing, maybe it just needs some time to adjust. It just dropped. Yeah, I will need to spread the buildings a bit, I think. Yeah, I think I will need to have to do that. But anyway, that's for another episode. I think today it was a lot of work to reorganize all this area and connect things, and yeah, I don't think I've broken the city. I still leave this on until I fully develop this area. So I disable all these buildings, but as soon as I have this area developed, I will then delete this and move it somewhere else. And we still have problems with jobs, I guess. Not jobs, education, right? These people are complaining because not enough educated workers. Okay. Which is a bit weird because our education system is okay. Ish. Capacity 10,000. Look at this. You see, capacity 10,000. I was checking the campus area. Capacity here is 8,000. So I have more university type buildings outside of this. I guess I do. Oh, I think it's the faculties. Not sure they count. I'm not sure they count as campus buildings. Oh, there was a fire here. There was a fire here, definitely. Okay, guys, I think that's it. It's been a long episode, a lot of stuff. Let's take a look. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all. Okay, ignore the traffic, okay, but the layout and the fact that the airport is here, I think it's good. Let me know what you think. I'm happy with this. I will, on the next episode, develop this a bit more so I can start to zone things and connect more transport, create some bus lines and whatnot, and then I can delete. Oh, it's a big city. I can delete this thing here and only leave this one here. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you like the new location of the airport. I think it looks good. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.